These are the men Barack Obama expects to do what his troops couldn't: defeat the Taliban. New recruits fresh off the bus arriving at the Afghan National Army's main training centre. They've come from all over the country to form the basis of a professional army of 200,000 men. But time is short. Afghan forces will take control in less than 2 years.
I joined up to defend my country, my pride and my family.
On the parade ground, as they receive their first orders, they don't look very imposing. More like teenagers on a school trip. But then they're issued their kit, and transformation begins. For the ISAF soldiers overseeing their training, it's a challenge. But they think the Afghan National Army is now ready for the transfer of power.
They have that background. This country's been at war for so long, so they understand some of it. It's just refining their skills and using the new weapons that they have, the M16s and the US-type weapons that they go through.
And these are troops at the end of the training process. They look rather ramshackle, with battered M16s in mismatched helmets and ill-fitting uniforms. But clearly they've learned some discipline. The ISAF troops have no direct role, but they oversee everything. And the preparations are tailored to the roles that ISAF forces are currently taking on the battlefield.
When NATO and ISAF transitions out of Afghanistan, the ANA will occupy whatever positions they deem necessary, and likely there'll be some sort of FOB-based emplacements.
Further down the hill, it's ambush training. The heavy machine gun fires. No urgency from these troops to hit the ground yet, but real combat could just be a couple of weeks away.
These Afghan National Army soldiers have been training now for 8 weeks. They're 1 week away from graduation. They could be 2 weeks away from active combat. And all over this site, there are between 8,000 and 10,000 soldiers training, 1,400 graduating every week. And to boost troop numbers, Afghanistan's armed forces have pledged in the future that 10% of new recruits will be women. These young women will graduate as officers after 5 months of training. Although they'll take mainly supporting roles, they will be trained for combat.
I love the ideas of it, and I noticed that there was no difference. Women can also take part in the army.
But it's boots on the ground that the NATO and Afghan leaders want to see, and that's what they're getting here. What's not yet clear is whether they can bear the burden being placed on their shoulders.